I love and hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome to Snoot Game. I know what some might be saying. It's Neco, you still gotta play Echo and Angels with Scaly Wings. But I thought it would maybe help me if I started Snoot Game and, you know, sort of recycled through them and made it so it's easier for me to, like, hey, if I'm not in the mood for dragons, I can go with Snoot Game. If I'm not in the mood for Snoot Game, I can go for Gator Game. If I'm not in the mood for, just keep recycling so we go through it almost like in a, let's say if it was like a TV show, we have a Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday kind of, well, it'll upload then, right? Day by day. I mean, that's at least my hope, right? If I get my recordings all straight, if I don't have to suffer through annoying noises while trying to record, but I don't want to get into that. We're going to get into Snoot Game, a game made by, if I'm remembering history correctly, it was like made by 4Chan to compete with the furry visual novel that Sony was showing off. That was like a musical-based visual novel, something high. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember it was just like the drama was the game was, viewed as ugly or questionable, and a lot of people are just like, oh, we love the Snoot characters, but we're going to do them better. And there's only been great things said about this game. And it's furry related, so I mean, it would have, obviously, people should be interested in this game. So, we're going to give it a try. I'm going to give it a nice Neco monologue, Neco commentary, blah, 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 and just get into it. We'll see mods. Mods? What kind of mods are we talking about? Oh my. Gallery. There's loot. Full body. Animation. CG. Oh, holy, that's a lot of CG. Oh my, what are you getting into? Bonus chapters. A lot of content for a free game, but alright, link in the description down below, of course, as usual. Let's just get into it. January 6th, year 201, date. Wait, what? I'm going to assume it's like the 20th day, the first month of the year 2020, kind of thing, but that is typed out really weird. Caldera Bluffs. Weather conditions, cold as balls. It's my first time living close to water. The idea of marine layer is new to me, but I do understand morning mist. This was like it, except infinitely more shitty. The heavy fog makes navigating to my new school more difficult as I fail to see anything 5 feet in front of me. Like a runt of a tree planted in the sidewalk that I swerve to avoid. It's my first time having to walk to school too. My new apartment is in an awkward spot, opposite side of town, yet no school or public bus to take me from there. It's my first day at a new school. In the second half of the first semester of senior year, I had 6 months left at my old school. I can't even imagine the kind of hell those 6 months would have been. But this, I should take my mind off of it. I whip out my phone and consider the best way to make people upset online. Reply to the obvious shill thread or bait the obvious underage poster. Alright, we gotta gaslight the kids, get them used to the internet culture. The thread goes 404 right as I'm ready to post my well-thought-out reply. Damn it! Better hide my phone before someone sees fit to take it from me. The only human around town, I think. Okay, well, hang on. If... a reply to the obvious shill thread. Oh, man. Okay, well... whatever. We'll just pick the one. I'm not sure if I should continue doing my whole thing where it's like I try to save and remember all the things, or if I should just keep going and blast through and maybe play how others play. I'm not... like, I don't watch how other people usually play visual novels. Maybe there's techniques I could learn too. It's the sounds that reach me first, the chatter of people milling about. Bro, it's been too long. It was only 3 weeks. Giggle. I can make out the building now. The fog shrouding gives the school an ominous vibe to it. I look at the name written on the arc over the entrance. Volcano High. Perfect setting for a horror game, or maybe a shitty WAD. The attempt at humoring myself just made me feel more alone. The human hand! A check of my phone says I'm 30 minutes early. Wonderful. I moved to the entrance only to see all the steps occupied by students. All the different furries, or dinosaurs. Their eyes turn to me, expressions of confusion and contemplation. I can feel their judging stares, the same that had haunted me for the 4 months previous. I can already picture what they're thinking. Dude, check it out. Is that a skinny? Where's his spear? Aren't they all like spear chuckers or something? Bet he eats his own kind. They probably see me as some kind of circus attraction, nothing more. Ha, I'm the freak show among the cereal box mascot crowd. Taking acid is not nearly as colorful as going to Volcano High. I should write that down. As I write that down on my phone's note app, I noticed the surrounding students stopped looking at me, which is good. I can peep around the friend circles without a problem now. Not like I'll ever be a part of one anyway. I'm gonna have to take my headset off so I can hear my own voice so I can speak better. And then it was her. Is that it? Talk about wanting to stand out. I never thought it was possible to look like you were from a black and white 20s cartoon. She does differ from the other Technicolor students, though. The Snoot. I don't even know their real name. In the worst way possible. Oh yeah, she's staring at me. With that look. Fucking hell. Has she never seen a human in her life? I fucking hate that look. Contempt. Judging. Everyone that has looked at me like that never proved to be anything more than an asshole. Like I'm the anomaly here, she's just as dumb and insufferable as the rest of them. She's probably no better than me. Miss, my snout is so big I can land a plane on it. Go back to your friends. Huh. She did. I feel like I should say something. I noticed that all the time my knees were weak and my arms were heavy. No spaghetti. My feet carry me over the soggy grass as I look for somewhere else to be. On the side of the building is where I find sanctuary. It's a small alcove of sorts. The pavement is cracked to bits, and the shrubs surrounding it are overgrown. Even the bench cracked paint on rotted wood held between two concrete legs matched the abandoned vibe of the place. It was perfect. I flop down on the wet bench, and the violent crack from it makes my heart drop. Almost perfect, but good enough. I feel a tightness in my chest and my lungs fight to draw air in. Head in my hands, I can fully understand what I've done now. 6 months in a new school. A year on my own in some run-down apartment in a town I knew nothing about. All on my own. 3 weeks. It took a day for me to want to change schools, 3 weeks to make it happen, and now this is my life for the next year. I think back to my old man's ultimatum. Once the lease is done, Anon, either college or the service. Sounds like my family, man. They just told me school or job, and I couldn't get a job because the employment sucks. It's always sucked on Canada, I swear to God. I don't care which. Oh no. Would you happen to be Anon? I look up. The bench broke down. I lay on the ground, ass hurt from hitting the jagged concrete and splintered wood. Thank God for jeans. Oh my goodness, are you okay? I groan. Never better. I instinctively apply my chill guy facade in the presence of strangers to hide how uneasy I am today. A hand is held over my face, and in my pain-addled confusion I shake it. Naser. Right. The hand tightens around my own and pulls roughly. The force is enough for my feet to get under me, stumbling back up to stand before the pair of strangers. It also felt like enough force to pull my arm out of its socket. Sup? You're Anon, yeah? I'm glad we found you. Who are you guys? Why do you know my name? Where are my manners? My name's Naomi, student council president and your guide. It's my sincere pleasure to make your acquaintance, Anon. We're your welcoming committee. Okay then. Is that really necessary? I had this prepared just for you. The orange one, Naomi, hands me a brochure. Volcano High, and you, a new beginning to adulthood. The title alone makes me gag. The orange one, Naomi, looks at me expectantly. The brochure is full of typical trivialities. College prep, financial assistance, after-school programs, none of it matters. Babe, I've got some things to take care of. Babe, are they dating? Nazer looks back to the school entrance. I follow his eyes and see some people trying to lift a large speaker up to the stairs of the school. Oh, I'll see you at lunch, right, Nazer? She looks dejected. Chuckles, of course. Should I be saying chuckles or chuckling? Nazer pulls her into a hug and nudges his muzzle against hers. Dang, doing it right in front of me? Is that how dinos kiss? He leaves running quickly to assist with the heavy sound equipment. The power of... I was going to say something, but maybe I'll avoid. Ahem. I turn back to Naomi. She smiles again, though there is a plasticity to it. So Anon, why did you transfer here? The question catches me off guard. I freeze like a deer caught in headlights, scrambling to come up with any plausible answer. It's an innocent question. She can't have known, could she? What did Mom and Pop put in the transfer request from when they shipped my ass here? I'm a dino chaser. It'd be funny if it was like something just questionably adultery, but, you know, it's just for silliness. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I focus my attention on the brochure out of embarrassment. Lunch, right, I'm getting kinda hungry. What about something to eat? Yada yada, herbivore, vegan, tofu, disgusting. Wait, hold on. Carnivore line, filet mignon, what the fuck is wrong with this school? Is there a soup kitchen or something around here? Oh dear. Anon, are you in need of financial assistance? I can figure things out on my own, don't worry too much about it. Oh, the school here has programs to help its less fortunate students. The principal here is great, come on, I'll take you to him. The absolute last thing I want to be doing is asking for handouts. Actually, Naomi grabs my hand and... Alert. Alert. The human touch dino alert, or DEFCON level 1. What's that? Female making physical... I wasn't making a joke. Female making physical contact. Do not panic. Do not panic. Is this the school, or is this just like an internal joke? Get a grip on the situation. Oh, it's inside the non's head, Jesus Christ. Get a grip on the situation. This is Naomi. She's taking me somewhere by the hand. She already has a boyfriend, doesn't she? Wait. She already has a boyfriend. I'm safe. Okay. Just stay silent. Don't make a mess of things. Anon is quite the virgin. It's so soft and smooth and surprisingly warm for scales. Oh my, how lewd. Day 1, I've already fallen to such depraved lows as hand-holding. Oh no. Here we are, Anon. Principal Spears should be able to help you with your money situation. What? Oh, right. Naomi knocks on the door. State your business. The new student needs financial help, Principal Spears. Lend him a 5. I think he means the loan program, sir. Tell him to come in later. I'm dealing with another student. The fucking hell do you mean I have to clean up after? What? Tisk. The orange Parasaurol... Oh, I'm not good with pronouncing big dinosaur names. Hang on. Parasaurolophus. Let me get this. I'm just gonna call her a parasaur. What? Goddamn, whatever. The orange parasaur expression quickly changes from whatever that was to the same smile she had up until now. Well, Anon, why don't I show you to class? Homeroom should be starting soon. Right, homeroom. I take out my crumpled schedule from my pocket. Naomi takes the slip from me and blows my eardrum out with a squeal capable of shattering glass. We share the first period in English together. Come on, I'll introduce you to the class and you'll be able to make all sorts of new friends. Yay me. I follow her to a classroom on the second floor. The seats were being filled with students. I take one near the front, knowing I'll have to introduce myself. I'll probably be doing that for all my classes. Well, fuck my life. Classic. The artificial ring of a bell blares from a speaker on the wall. With it, everyone waits as the teacher finally enters the room and shuts the door. What? Why does it look like that character from Samurai Champloo? Can't be a coincidence, right? The guy with the glasses in Samurai Champloo. You had the breakdancing fighter, the girl, and the guy with the glasses, and this guy's just literally that guy. I can't remember his name, but people should know what I'm talking about. Ohayou gozaimasu, kirasu. Wait, he's generally speaking English, Japanese? What? Volcano High. I don't know. What? Anon-kun, please come please and introduce yourself. Here's my English. Naomi Casa makes a subtle nod up. Do you like my Japanese English? Oh. I stand from my seat and face the class. Once again, all eyes are on me and the tightness in my chest returns. I inhale deep, willing my erratic heart to slow. Hey. Again, those eyes, just like 3 weeks ago. My name is Anon. I, just like every day for the past 4 months, I don't really have any hobbies. I wanted to flee, hide away, anything to avoid those judging eyes. What was your old school like? My throat clenches. I think back again to it all. There's whispers now. The hushed tones, silent snickers, blending with the ever-present stares. My heart hammers at my chest, and I'm sure they all can hear it. See the cold chill racing over me. Anon-kun, you do not know how to say, and you don't have to answer that, I guess. His words snap me out of my trance. Only I'm doing a very stereotypical fucking voice. I'll stop. But it's funny how they have that as a character. Like in an English school, like unless like this is supposed to be English class, so is it like they have a Japanese, like a Japanese teacher teaching English kind of thing, and they just have a really thick accent? Is what I'm thinking. Only Naomi was looking at me. The rest were preoccupied, either talking about their winter break or catching up on sleep. It's all in your head. Don't worry about it, Anon. They've all been ignoring me the entire time. Please return to your seat, Anon-kun. Hi. Hi, as in yes. Now kurasu? Or now class? That was nothing like my Japanese animes. God damn it. Is this a Metal Gear Solid 1 reference? Mr. Suki continued on, drawing what little attention there was to himself. I sat down, finally feeling the blood that had caught in my legs rush up, leaving me lightheaded. And I probably have to do this for each class day? Double fuck my life. Nope. Awkward introduction after awkward introduction to classmates that couldn't care less kept me anxious the whole morning. And there's still this rest of the day to go through. Now where's the filet mignon? Eventually lunch comes around. All the edible stuff is, well, outside my price range of a fucking free, so I settle for pseudo pizza. The kind that becomes a viable weapon if you leave it alone for 10 minutes. No time to waste after exiting the line, I scanned the lunchroom for an open seat. I thought I had found a decent spot in the corner when disaster struck. Oh no. Said disaster was a hand grabbing my shoulder and turning me about. My plate of pizza-shaped cardboard threatened to smear across my shirt. I fought the momentum of the tray until the hand that had spun me stabilized it and me. Whoa there, nearly dropped your food, Anon. Yeah, whose fault is that? Yours? I swear to all that is good and holy. Want to sit with us? What? Want to sit with Naomi, Mage, since you're new and all? He points to a table where the living pink sugar rush is waving. God damn it. I don't want to make a scene. Sure. Before I even sit down, the barrage of questions begin. So, what do you think of Volcano High? How about your classes? You seem... I just nod along, starting to not pay attention. You looking forward to the rest of the day? Not really. All these introductions, you know? I get you. Hard to talk to people you don't know, right? Something like that, yeah. Last period I tripped in front of everyone. Talk about a first impression. I don't think they'd care too much. Have you had any trouble since then? Do you have enough money for food today? Oh, you're short on food money, man? Not really, just got to sign up for some handouts. Naomi is starting to look disappointed. I'm only picking up on Nazer's interjections. If you need a bit more extra chow, there's going to be free refreshments at my, at Fang's concert after school today. Your what? Fang. Your brother or sibling? What? Fang's gonna have some extra pizzas for the show. You could take some home. I don't know about concerts. Not really one for public events like that. Alright, man, just thought you could use a few opportunities to make friends. What was that? I'll assume that wasn't meant to be malicious. Someone being nice for no reason? Stressful. I'll consider it. Hey, don't leave me out of the conversation. How about I help you pick out some cheap food after school? I know some great vegan shops and no! My stomach rolls at the V word, but not that V word. Maybe another time, sorry. If I'm gonna be trying to hit it up with a bunch of herbivores, then what, am I gonna have to forcibly eat vegan food or vegetarian food? I wonder. But then if I start... I mean... I don't know if there'd be like a choice in this game, maybe. Like herbivores, you get to eat plant food and you're like, oh yeah, that's totally good. Rabbit food. Just kidding. But I mean, I'm more of a meat person myself. I mean, meat and fruit is my fave. So about that concert. Dinner and a show. Sign me the fuck up. So what do they play? Music. Music? Yes. What kind? The kind you listen to. What the hell? What genre? The good kind. You don't know, do you? Nope. Well, free food is free food. I look at my pizza, noticing something is wrong. I test it with my plastic spork and watch the cheap utensil shatter to bits. I curse life for a third time today. The dreaded 10-minute mark has passed, rendering my pizza only useful as building material. Oh dear. Nezer, why don't you split your sandwich with them? But it's my sandwich. It's fine, we can split my vegan TLT. Oh. Nezer shudders and looks at his own foot-long Philly sub longingly. Sure thing, babe. Oh. He tears the sandwich in two and hands me the larger half even. Holy shit. Here, Anon, 1 minute. I'd feel bad. My Canadian senses are tingling. I'd be like, no, I can't accept that. That's too much. Give me a quarter of what you're giving me. Here, Anon. Oh, God. I'll never forget your brave sacrifice. With that, we all dig into our meal. After school, my classes after lunch were the same as before. By now I had a rehearsed introduction that only the teacher cared about. My classmates were disinterested and I would sit down to be forgotten. I hope the rest of the year is just like that. I just want to skate through it all. All that's left for today is the concert and dinner. I wait outside the auditorium entrance with Nezer, who was checking his phone for messages. Right. Fang says the show is starting in a bit, see? Nezer turns the screen to me. Oh, sorry, Fang. Piss off. Is the pizza here? You can have a slice, but after that you get the fuck out. FWR. Like Franklin W. Roosevelt. Nah. Fucked wing retarded. What? Fucked wing retard? Dinosaur slang? Dinosaur slang. Also my hair. Stay in my bead. Fang's words, not mine. Exactly. Don't shoot the messenger just because I said the R word on YouTube, okay? Is your sibling always like this? Fang's... I wait for him to continue. Well, I mean, kinda. Glad I'm an only child. Nezer glares at me. Fang's still family. Sorry, just saying is all. Nezer deflates. You're good, Anon. And yeah, they're family, but Fang's just so... difficult? Yes, difficult, and I don't know why. Sounds rough. It is. Like, I know they care, but Fang doesn't even want to be around me. Finally, the doors open and I smell the cheesy, heart-clogging goodness within. Sweet, come on, Anon. A caveman of a man holds open the door for everyone else. Wait. His massive hand stops me. Yes? I'm guided to the side, away from the crowd that's filtering into the auditorium. Literal. No wonder his name's... This has to be Mr. Spears, because he looks like a Neanderthal. No way. So how are you feeling about our lovely school, Anon? It's the spear-shaped pin on his lapel that reads Principal that informs me of who this giant is. Oh, it's nice. Cleaner than my old school. He guffaws and slaps his chest. You can thank your classmates for that. What? Now go enjoy the show. Yes, sir. Oh, I need you to come by my office tomorrow for some paperwork. I nod and go back to the door where Nazer is standing, holding it open for the last of the audience to go inside. Nazer leads me and the large crowd into the shitty school theater. The foyer has tables with boxes of pizza stacked taller than me. You can take a couple boxes after, Anon, that should help you out. Who the hell got all these anyways? I did. I take a box down from the stack, others have already started stacking their plates. I check the logo on the box, and to get so many larges from Dynamo's Pizza. That's a couple $100 though. Meh, about a month's allowance. A month? That explains that disaster of a jacket. I mean, I'm happy he said that, I guess, to himself. So about the actual show, I'll check on them, be right back. I left on my own. I stack my plate up with some quality grease-topped delight. I lean against the wall, chewing bits of Supreme and observing the rest of the crowd. Another shit show. She's so stupid. They even bother? Bunch of losers. Everyone seems to share the same sentiment, so why the hell did they even show up for this? Nazer finally comes back and opens the door to the main hall. The crowd moves in, though I hang back so I can talk with Nazer. What's with him, Nazer? What do you mean? The crowd. They're talking mad shit. What? Nazer grasps at the air, unsure what to think or do at the moment. I think he's angry. Whoa. I should have known. What are we talking about, man? I brought them here so Fang has an audience. Oh. Nazer's phone rings. He moves aside to answer it. The voice on the other end is loud and shrill. Yeah, He holds the phone away from his ear to save his eardrum. Okay, The call ends and Nazer sags. I've gotta leave. Seriously? Yeah, Fang doesn't want me here. Said I'll ruin the show. Harsh. Look, whatever happens, promise you won't hold this against them. They're actually a really nice person once you get to know them. Nazer, why did you just murder the English language in cold blood? Within, I see the rest of the audience huddled in groups around tiny snack tables. Even went to the trouble of switching out the seats for them. Naomi said it'd help. With a huff, Nazer turns away, begrudgingly leaving the auditorium. The things that the brother does for Fang, and they don't get the appreciation. They spend a month's allowance on pizza and help fill out the auditorium just to help out their sister. I mean, they're a good brother, but damn. I enter the hall and take a seat in the back, away from the rest of the crowd. The lights dim and the curtains are drawn open. On stage is a trio of people my age. I think Fang is the drummer. He doesn't look related to Nazer. Maybe it is the main front woman. That must be Nazer's sister. What? Then why the whole confusion over her sax, for fuck's sakes? I'm just getting thrown around today, I don't know. She looks familiar. The band doesn't bother introducing themselves. Instead, the purple one begins plucking her bass. It all went tumbling down from there. What I thought was a guitar sounded horrifically wrong, far too heavy. The lead guitarist was using a fucking bass. And then the vocals kicked in. It's horrific screeching combined with the oh god, this one. Oh my god. I know how to pronounce this word, hang on. Combined with the amelodious, is it melodious or probably melodious. Amelodious shredding on a bass created a cacophony equal to hundreds of cats ritualistically sacrificed. I fight the urge to cover my ears. I don't know too much about music, but even I know that you don't use two basses in one band unless you know exactly what you're doing. Oh no. Oh god. What were they thinking? I look back to the crowd to gauge their interest. Surely I'm not alone in thinking this as absolute travesty. Haha, they still fucking suck. This is the future of music. Time for another extinction event. This is the future of music. Try not to cringe. Is that Tumblosaurus? What? Tumblosaurus Rex? Tumblosaurus Rex? Imagine... They keep saying Tumblosaurus Rex, oh no. The crowd was standing, jeering and laughing with whoever said that. More words were said, but the laughter eclipsed them in the music. Wait, what happened to the music? On stage, the trio looked panicked. The drummer was inching off stage while the purple bassist was about to break down into tears. But the front woman stood her ground. Fuck you! She tossed her bass aside, raising both hands and proudly displaying a finger on each of them. Fuck you, all of you! No one would want to fuck you, bitch! Pfft, that struck a chord with her. The worst thing... I see a number more tumbler... I'm majoring in the art of the band. I watch as she grabs her bass and takes the arm of the purple one, rushing off the stage with the pink drummer. There's Tumblosaurus Rex. Oh god, I can't take this. I'm gonna grow a six-pack from laughing so much. I'm just gonna grab my pizza and leave. I turn towards the door and see Principal Spears, a fierce glare freezing me in place. Anon. Oh fuck. His voice is even more stern than this morning. Yes, sir. He looks at the crowd and then to me. I don't want to hear about any of this come tomorrow. I expect some goddamn maturity from you, Anon. You'll be an adult once you graduate. Why me, though? I've taught many students, and I can tell these things. His hand lands on my shoulder. Its grip was firm as it weighed on me. Listen here, Anon. You are not the only person in the world. Everyone's fighting their own battles. The hand squeezes before pushing me towards the door. I want to see you in my office first thing tomorrow. Now get out of here. This is the only warning that you'll get from me. Next time it will be campus cleanup. I was just... What do you mean? What did I do? Did I say something mean out loud and not in my own head? Behind me, the principal's voice shakes the room. Whose sorry ass am I going to have to suplex? Oh, suplex. Those teeth. He's going to suplex a bunch of dinosaurs? I mean, that's kind of based. Kind of cool. Back in the foyer, I see some boxes of partially finished pizza left. I consolidate them all into a pair of boxes and make my exit. The sun is starting to set now as I make my way home. Wait. This music is used in Animalistic Worlds, another game I still have to continue playing, which I will. Animalistic Worlds, these 3 VNs, and random indie horror games that I find. Like, for people, I want to say this, like, clearly, even though people, there'll be some that won't hear it and some that will, but those that will, you know, I want to find, I'm looking for indie horror games, and I have a list. I'm going to be trying to play them. I tried to record one before recording this, and it was like 30 minutes long, but it was just like obnoxiously hard, didn't get far, so I just canceled that recording altogether, then went right to this. I'll be trying to release indie horror games and obviously visual novels and try to make, like, as my usual, I shouldn't even have to say it, but I'll be mixing visual novels and indie horror or visual novels and furry games and trying to mix them up as best as I can. But it's like what I can get to with the time that I have or how long a recording session takes for what game. Like, you know, if I started playing a Fear and Hunger game, I'll be like, okay, well, I need 3 hours in case I'm going to be dying, or like taking my sweet time, being very careful to avoid being dismembered, and I'd need 3 hours just to make one episode. Pain. But I digress. You're not the only person in the world. Like, I don't already know that. There's like the classmates that all ignored me today. Naomi's annoying ass. That fucking caveman of a principal. Nazer, who's been a bro. I'm like, me and I understand, yeah. Nazer is cis. Oh, shit. You finally clue into something? The next day. Perfect time, I guess, to... Bleep. Perfect time to... I guess save, but, you know, I'll read the wake up. The bane of all sleep echoes violently by my head, swiftly erasing any traces of slumber. Still without the energy to turn the alarm off, I stare at the ceiling for a bit, recalling the events of the last few days as an exercise. The school, if you could call it one. My new friends, if you could call them that. That band, if you could call it such. Great idea, Anon. Start the day by dissing everything you've done so far in your new life. No wonder you're so damn popular. Finally, I lean out of bed and turn that alarm clock off. I have a good 45 minutes before I need to be at school, and it takes 20 to walk. 45 and 20? I'll save here just in case I need to actually keep that in mind. Not like choices have happened or matter right now. That leaves 25 minutes to get ready. With practice movements, I execute a proper combat roll from bed, tackling the floor and headbutting into submission. My foe defeated, I groan in victory. My new bed is half the size of what I'm used to. The hardwood, or is it vinyl, floor is cold as hell. From the purview of the floor, I look around my room again. A tiny one-room apartment with only a computer, bed, television, and fridge. Even I don't have a television. A whole year in this shithole. No, you could have upstairs neighbors stomping and dropping things and being annoying. I'd be perfectly fine with the dorm life. Man, damn. I guess I gotta take it one day at a time. Picking myself up, I slide into today's and everyday's clothes and pour myself a bowl of off-brand cereal I picked up the day before. My eyes scan over the phone while I shovel my sugary breakfast into my mouth. Scroll. What about pizza? You don't have any cold pizza for breakfast is amazing. What are you thinking, Anon? Crunch. Scroll. Crunch. Like a poorly oiled machine until it runs out of fuel with a noisy slurp. Soon enough, it's time to leave for school. I grab my backpack and slide it over my shoulders. I take my jacket off the hanger and... Suddenly eyes! I take off the backpack and put the jacket on. Why did I get eyes suddenly? I approach the grand building looking to find a place in line between the other students, trundling into the front doors. The halls before classes are as crowded as always, with hundreds of students filing in unison towards their homerooms. By now I was starting to be able to make my way around on autopilot. I've walked the same path twice already, after all. Even after the longest sleep of my life, I still feel miserably tired and ready to crash once again. I found another entrance to the side of the school that has less students on it, the less the merrier. I check my clock once again. I'm early. Fucking hell. Should have shitposted a bit more. Why wasn't I part of this shitposting, huh? Why didn't I shitpost a naive and confused underage person online like at the start of the game, huh? Would have been fun. Why am I here so early again? I think I had to do something. Gaslighting people online can always be fun. And since it's like, you know, for people like me, I don't do a lot of method acting or voice acting or, you know, changing my personality, you know, like according to certain whims or the current vibes or energy. But I'm the kind of person that is completely capable of like acting serious while not being serious, and you know, being sarcastic or gaslighting and telling a lie while making it sound as truthful as possible. I can fully do that. It's just I don't have the opportunity or usually the energy to do that. There's so much missed opportunity for a lot of humor. Gaslighting, it can be such a funny... Red herrings, gaslighting, you know what I mean? It's funny as hell. Also, hair, get off me. I should talk to Nazer, give him my version of events. That way he won't kick my ass. I mean, why? And we've got to meet the principal anyways. Oh, wait, goddammit. The principal also wanted to see me. Exactly. Shit, probably going to get some demerit or whatever rich schools do as a punishment. Punishment for what? What'd I do? Did the character, like, say something negatively out loud and the principal overheard him and I thought he was saying it in his head or something? I'd almost forgotten. I mean, I think he said he was laughing out loud and his stomach was hurting and getting a six-pack. I think that was it. He was joining the laughter. Please, Raptor Jesus. Raptor Jesus. Old internet references. Oh my god. Just let this be the last time I need to deal with stuff like this. You know, I can kind of vibe with this game a bit. Because it has like internet references splattered everywhere, and me being a millennial, I can appreciate it more. But it's like, I can tell it was people on the internet that made this, but at the same time, the references and internal memes that they're inserting aren't just like cringe and in your face. Like when you see a modern era TV show, and they'll say some buzzword that just, let's say you're watching a boomer show. Let's say it's Grey's Anatomy. Let's say it's Dr. MD House, and then he says he walks into the room and says, "What's risen, my fellas?" And then 10 years later, House saying, "What's up, my Rizza," or some shit, and people will think it's cringe because he used a buzzword in one episode, and it's like using internet meme culture that just might be a short-term thing. Raptor Jesus is like a 15-year-old meme or some shit like that. Like, no one talks about, ironically, the meme of Raptor Jesus, but it was so common for millennials like me. But Zoomers, Alpha Gen, all you'll see about Raptor Jesus are the old images, like legacy old images that are just on the meme definition websites explaining what Raptor Jesus is, and it's, you know, it's not memory hold, but it's a piece of internet history, just like Nyan Cat and all the other memes, all the billions of memes. But either way, I'm gonna leave it here though, because I know it's just gonna get into the character bumping into people and then talking, and it'll keep going. So I'm gonna leave it here, and I hope you enjoyed. Look forward to more Snoot Game, and yes, angels with scaly wings, and yes, more Echo. I will try to play all those games and hope like people are appreciating, because I don't know, I'm unaware, and I don't know if people are going to appreciate or dislike a lot of VNs being made or uploaded rather, you know, back to back, and if people are going to hate that or not, or if people will be fine and welcome that, I don't know. I know there'll be a bunch of people who say, I'm only here for the indie horror, but this is okay, or there'll be some that say I'm only in it for the furry, or they're only in it for changed, but, you know, I gotta experiment here, right? I gotta upload shit and see what people like and test the waters. Please don't fucking accuse me, or, you know, be tolerant with me, please. Please don't be a kind of person that's like, no, I'm not gonna watch this, Neco. I only watch changed. Come on, man, like, really? Come on. But we'll see where this goes. I hear good things, and it would get overwhelmingly positive on Steam if it was on Steam, I'm sure. And the Iwani or Gator game I do want to play too, but we can put that on the shelf. But with that said and done, I got a lot of stuff off my chest. I've ranted enough. We're going to leave it here. But if you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, become a fluff subscriber, hit the bell notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching, and until the next time.